The second part of the Bungo Stray Dogs crossover is here. Let's begin. Welcome back to another episode, guys. We've got a lot to talk about today. I've got a full page of notes here, so let's begin. First of all, let's talk about what we got last week. Last week we got the Penrose maze update, where of course they added the new SS skin for Priestess. I believe they took away the previous SS, I am unsure, but they added the new one that is the Envoy of Yog-Sothoth. If you do of course spend your money on this maze, you could also get extra rewards along the path to get this SS skin. You can get an emote, a portrait frame, and more of these things based around the skin. Some other rewards that you can get on the maze as well include the new S tier accessory for Priestess that adds a really cool spacey kind of theme effect, a pet, and more rewards. So there are lots of things you can get on the Penrose maze. I'm still unsure if you can still get the S tier skin for Explorer or not. I believe that might have been taken away. I'm unsure. You guys can tell me down below. We also got the new Splash of Color New Year event, where if you log in, you can receive clues, fragments, a B tier skin, and more rewards. The amount of times they're going to say rewards today feel pretty crazy, but looks like we're getting a lot of rewards around this Chinese New Year time. If you complete missions, you can get decorations, and those decorations will give you rewards like clues, fragments, and stuff like that. If you complete specific game modes, you get different ingredients that you can use to get dishes and graffitis and other stuff. And there's also a mini mission as well, where if you spend your money to gift your friends list their wishes on their wish list, you can get the chance to receive a Guard 26 fire breathing graffiti, clues, and more. Connected to the New Year event, in the store they added the Lunar New Year clue package that will give you 2,280 clues, and they also added a Lunar New Year Spyglass package, of course, because there are lots of stuff coming to the Spyglass store this new year as well, especially since we've already had some stuff added and we're going to have even more stuff added soon. They added the emotes Request Red Packet for Prospector and Send Red Packet for Wuchang, I think it was. I don't have it written down here. They also added the Light Firecrackers. You can buy the Lunar New Year Fireworks package, or you can also buy the Lunar New Year Roman Candle package that includes, I believe, some furniture that you can get for your room. And of course, A-tier music notes. In the Spyglass store, as I just mentioned, they've added stuff already, and they will be adding even more this week. They've added a new dish called pizza for hunters, a new one for hunters called olibol, and a new survivor dish that's called black truffle conchigli. I don't really know if that's how you pronounce it, but yeah, anyway, very interesting. I'm a big fan of the pizza. I bought it immediately. They also added the emote Happy Lunar New Year and light fireworks and tons of B-tier furniture for the new year. They reset memory spheres, so now you can reset your guaranteed memory sphere. They added a couple more quick messages to the game. They added a new price tier for echo recharges. They added a new hide cloak option for the new Wuchang skin, the S tier that came with the core event, and they adjusted the survivor trait symbiotic effect that will now not trigger when moving backwards. I'm assuming that's when we're talking about characters like Thief that can moonwalk. Let's talk a little bit about what we are getting this week. So this week we're getting, of course, an update, but not on the 19th. That is usually on the Thursday when we usually have it. Instead, we're going to be having an update on the 18th. That is the Wednesday. So we're having a patch one day earlier. I'm assuming it's because we're getting a ton of content and maybe some of the developers are going on holiday. First of all, the big thing that we're getting is we're getting the Chinese New Year event part 2, where if you log in between the 21st and the 24th of January, you'll be able to get a special Lunar New Year label, an A-tier costume trial card, and clues and stuff like that. Try a dumpling with a copper coin. You receive 10 memory spheres. If you eat normal dumplings, you get 10 clues for every dumpling you eat. I'm unsure where that's going to be, but I'm assuming it's going to be in the story part. Every day, you'll be able to claim 5 red packet covers that you can then send, I'm assuming, to friends that might let you share some of your clues and stuff like that. You'll also get 3 guild red packets every day from matches that will contain clues that you can then send to your other guild members. They're going to be changing up cipher machines in quick matches and also in casual mode, so that's going to be stuff like tarot and crystal tarot mode, where they will now be decorated with lanterns. I'm so glad that they're going to be changing something about the maps. They're going to make them all kind of New Year themed, so having quick matches have lanterns a really good idea. And on January 22nd, there will be fireworks shown on all maps that will last for at least 5 minutes, midnight server time. Separate things that are happening, main story events. We're getting the Chinatown mystery event. If you complete game mode, you can get Sichuan Opera tickets that will then let you get a permanent A tier skin unlock card, Survivor General accessory called Broom, a portrait frame, emotes, and stuff like that as well. And every hour in Chinatown, there will be a fireworks show that you'll be able to go to. I think it happens on specific days, but I'm unsure. I didn't write that down. But you'll be able to go there, take photos with your friends, use fireworks, kind of buy fireworks in the little store. We're getting the Mitsuchi Kamaty crossover that comes with the BQ skin Archduchess and the Toy Merchant skin Paper Wings. If you purchase, as I understand, either one of these two skins, or both of them of course, for free, I believe, you get a piece of furniture called the Archduchess furniture piece. That is literally just a statue of the BQ skin sitting on a fancy chair. But for people who are not going to spend any money on the event, there is going to be an event. Of course, if you complete some tasks or missions they'll be giving us for the event, you'll be able to get Bloody Queen and Toy Merchant's skin, from the event themed portraits, graffiti, and portrait frames. There are 6 in total, 3 things for the Toy Merchant skin and 3 things for the Bloody Queen thing. Would like a little bit more from this event, as I've already talked about on my recent shorts video. If you haven't checked that out, go and check that out, because I did talk a little bit about what I would like them to improve with the crossovers. But hey, yet another event that's coming this week is we're getting the final push event. But that's not because the following week is going to be the end of the season. 2 weeks from now is going to be the end of the season, and we're going to get a 2-week final push. So this is going to give you 2 weeks to get extra logic points, roll extra bigger dice numbers on the 20-sided dice, and have your limit a little bit higher for your logic points. So that means you can just farm some of those things if you didn't get them in time. They're also going to be added some things to the store soon. They're going to be adding the geisha and also the perfumer skins that we've talked about over the past few weeks on the 18th. The S tier skins, geisha resilience of bamboo and perfumer optimism of flower. On the 22nd, they're going to be adding to the store Smiley Faces S tier package that will include the S tier skin face changer. I watched the video on the skin. Its face changes for every interaction that it does, every hit, if it picks up. I really love that idea. I was kind of hoping that would be the case. And also the accessory bag of wonders that I can't remember what the effects do with the accessory, but I'm sure it's pretty cool. And also on the 22nd, we'll be getting Lawyer's Ivory Tower skin. Big shot, so another Ivory Tower skin. Nice to have, not too bad. And to the Spyglass store, we should be seeing Lucky Guy's S tier skin Ratatosk that seems to be themed around the same pet that has the same name, called Ratatosk, that will be coming on the 21st. If you have a look carefully at that skin, you'll see that there is the picture of the pet on some of his kind of pendants and stuff that he's wearing. Very, very cool kind of a reference to one of the older pets. There'll be some new Chinese New Year furniture being added to the store that you can also purchase. There'll be a tea table furniture collection that will be in the furniture collection shop. Don't know what that is, but apparently we'll see what that is when that comes out. And there'll be a separate little mini event called the Moviebuff treasure hunt event. This is where I believe if you spend your echoes to make some sealed wax, you'll then be able to roll to get some stuff from previous events and stuff like that. It's the usual, just spend a couple of things to reroll to get chances of getting stuff. The last thing we'll be getting next week is Feaster's character day on the 24th. Yay, exciting. We like Feaster, he's a cool character. Let's talk a little bit about what we have coming up in the future. We've already had NetEase reveal some of the skins that are coming, or maybe all of them. I'm not sure if there are any more. There might be a reveal today as the time I'm talking about it today, and there might be a reveal tomorrow for some more stuff as well. But of course, I cannot reveal stuff that hasn't been revealed to me yet, so sadly I'm a day behind. We're getting Bungo Stray Dogs skins coming, and they're going to be Port Mafia themed. If you've watched the anime, you'll know these characters very, very well. I'm a little bit disappointed with one of the reveals, but we'll see anyway. So the main things that we're getting, I believe these are going to possibly be the 2 S tiers that come out with this event. We'll be getting the Akutagawa skin for Sia. Really, really cool. I think this is an S tier. And we are pretty sure we're getting Chuya as the other S tier for Prospector. These skins are very, very, very cool. The A tiers we're getting, I'm assuming, are going to be Kaji for Acrobat and Hirotsu for Magician. I'm not so happy about the Kaji skin. I don't think the character, at least in the anime, maybe in the manga, it's very, very different. Maybe this character is a little bit more prevalent, but Kaji isn't really that prevalent in the anime. I feel like he's a bit of a side character. I was kind of hoping for maybe some other characters to be brought in. There are some rumors though, this has not been revealed by NetEase, but there have been some people talking about it. I think majorly Identity 5 Curiosity talking about this, that the Akutagawa skin will be coming with an accessory that is an upgradable accessory. So the same way that last time with the first part of the Bungo Stray Dogs crossover, we got the tiger tail that was upgradable, where you'd be able to upgrade it to A tier for free by doing kind of the events and stuff like that, and then spend money to get it to the S tier. Well, Akutagawa will also be getting a similar accessory called a mobile phone. Feels a bit like they just had to think of something to give him, and they're like, well, he is seen once or twice with the mobile phone because of another character in the storyline, but it really feels out of place. They just feel like they just had to pull that out of somewhere. But anyway, this will be upgradable, I'm assuming, from B to A for free, and then if you want to upgrade it to S tier, you'll be able to do that with some money. Kind of disappointed that they couldn't think of a better option than anything than a mobile phone, but okay. Moving on to the talk in the Manor, where I respond to your comments you guys left on my recent videos. Goldchance5617 says, honestly funny that Percy just wasn't on the Weeping Clown tier list. Wax artist, I just forgot to add them or even talk about them. They weren't on my tier list, so I forgot that they even existed, and I was like, okay, well, I have everything down. I wrote all of my notes down, and I just forgot about those two characters. So yeah, of course I would add Wax Artist, and also I would also talk about Percy and Dead being a counter to quite a lot of these characters. Oops, a lot of people in the comments were talking about it, so, and I really love to see that everyone has some good opinions. Some people think that I'm correct about some things and wrong about others. Others, they have completely different opinions about everything. I think that is absolutely amazing. I really, really love that. And if you really want to go and check all of the counters for which characters and stuff like that, of course I said it was my personal opinion, so read the comments because they have some great opinions too, and you can make a kind of educated guess on which ones are better or worse against each character. I really love to see people so passionate about it. It was fantastic. Which crossover are you most excited for now that we've had the reveals of the skins? Are you more excited for the Mitsushi Kamaty crossover, or are you looking forward to the Bungo Stray Dogs crossover part 2? Tell me down below. Have an amazing day, guys. Bye bye.